93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. Let's talk about Canelo Triple G post-fight thoughts. Now, I went to sleep because I was thinking, shit, man, I can't wait. Because I'm in the UK, right? And it happens at about 4 a.m., I believe. I was at about 2:30 to 3 a.m. and I think I fell asleep. Because I did want to go to the gym today. And today, meaning like now it's Sunday. What time is it? 3:11 p.m. Now, I was thinking I'll probably go to the gym with my friends, just have some fun, just hobby, just enjoy myself. But I would suddenly wake up. Well, I fell asleep at I think anywhere from 2:30 to 3 a.m. and then I wake up at 4:40, and then I realize maybe I should check Canelo and Triple G, because my idea was I will wake up and I'll quickly check round by round coverage, and I had two websites on for me. And I checked that, and both of them are describing as if Canelo needs a knockout to win. Canelo's behind. Triple G's edging ahead, and Canelo is frustrated and things like that. And it was like, wow, really? Canelo's frustrated that he could... And they're describing Canelo's landing shots on Triple G. Triple G's walking right through them. Triple G's landing shots on Canelo. Canelo is not liking it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I need to see this fight then. I don't believe it. Because I never visioned that would happen. I thought the chances were quite low, and I watched the fight. And then I watched the whole fight, right? And I'm like, I see why people think Triple G should have won. I see why. Look, I'm going to explain in this video why I think Triple G should have won. Why Canelo should have won. And because I do feel Canelo won the fight. And I'll explain why. Bear with me, right? I'm going to explain first why people think Triple G won. First of all, Triple G did land more punches according to the box stats, whatever it's called, right? The punch stats. And he threw more, he landed more, but most of them were jabs. I'm fairly sure most of them were jabs. And all the power punches that he landed, a good amount of them, Canelo was rolling with those shots. Boxing is hit and not get hit. Of course, there are other aspects of it. Applying effective pressure that some judges like. And a lot of fans like. If you're backing up your opponent, judges might like that and might score for you. And, all these things are true. Canelo was dictating the pace. Triple G was dictating the pace. He was using his jab and he pretty much dictated the pace and controlled the fight in that way. Kind of weird way. I don't know how to explain it, but he was the initiator, I guess, for most part, and he was kind of controlling the pace of the fight. But boxing is about hit and not get hit. It's not about who comes forward and who goes backwards. If you're still going backwards and you're landing shots, more shots on me that are better. Triple G landed some great shots. Canelo landed some great shots, but those great shots that Canelo landed, there were more of it. And that's the reason why I feel like Canelo won the fight. Man, he was landing a lot of shots, and Triple G was not rolling with a lot of them. And the body shots he was throwing, and this is the problem with boxing. A lot of fans don't notice body shots, and they don't score body shots they score head shots. Triple G did get the better of Canelo when it comes to jabs, and when it comes to just, pushing Canelo back, and also higher work rate, pressure and all that. But at the end of the day, boxing is about hit and not get hit, and Canelo landed more better shots, a more volume of better shots on him, and more body shots as well. I don't see you have to realize I remember seeing Triple G missing a whole bunch of shots. Triple G missed a whole bunch of shots, man. A whole bunch of power shots. And the shots, as I said, the shots that he did hit, Canelo was rolling with it. Casual fans, I feel, and a lot of boxing heads is going to say the same thing, that, Triple G won the fight. How did Canelo win the fight when he was backing up the whole fight? Again, he landed more effective punches. And I never thought throughout the fight, right, when I was watching the fight, that I felt like Canelo was frustrated. If anything, I felt like Triple G was frustrated because he was missing so many shots. And people were saying Canelo was running, and to a certain extent, he was moving backwards a lot more. His footwork was it was quicker. It was quicker in this fight. He was moving back a lot more. But a lot of times he was on the ropes. And Triple G normally would come straight at these opponents and go savage mode. But this time he didn't. Clearly respected Canelo's power. So when Triple G's saying after the fight, oh, he ran, and his fans are saying, oh, he ran, that's bullshit, man. Triple G was scared to initiate. Canelo was there on the ropes inviting him to come on the ropes. And Canelo would catch him with these uppercuts and all kinds of shit, man. All kinds of shit. Throughout, I mean, in the first 6 rounds, I had Canelo winning at least 4 rounds. No, not at least, I think exactly 4 rounds. In the last 6 rounds, I had him winning definitely at least 3 of them. Definitely 10, 11, 12, he definitely won for me. You can't just win just by landing jabs. Jabs are not as powerful as power shots. And trust me, Canelo didn't run throughout the fight. If he did, then he wouldn't be on the ropes. And Triple G was scared compared to all of his other opponents. Not a single point did I think both were hurt. And either one of them were hurt badly. I think they both got rocked a bit. But, man, Canelo sucked it up those shots, man. Triple G's power is a myth. His power is a myth. And I'm kind of pissed off at the way the fight went, in the sense that most people think Triple G won, although there's a good amount of people that think Canelo won, and they think of it, strongly. And, I'm just going to say the same thing. You can't just, boxing's not about, who comes forward and who throws more punches. It's about who lands more punches. That's the bottom line. That's the main criteria. If I'm backing up and I'm still landing more shots on you than you are on me, and my shots are better than yours for most part, my shots better than yours, and I'm rolling with some of the shots that you're throwing, and all you're catching me with is mainly jabs, then yeah, I'm winning the fight. I gave Triple G definitely, I mean, I can't remember the exact rounds, but I definitely gave him 7, 8. I definitely gave him round 8. Round 7, I kind of gave it to Triple G. Round 9, I was not really sure. I mean, I guess just give it to Triple G, man. Whatever, man. Just give it to Triple G, whatever. And it's kind of like, this fight was more convincing for Canelo than Triple G versus Danny Jacobs was convincing for Danny Jacobs. This fight to me was more convincing than Ward Kovalev first fight that Canelo won. Like, to me, it was that much convincing. And, I feel like when I was scoring the fight, I felt biased. Because most of these people are saying, this should have been a draw. I watched Travis Gotti. He was saying he had Canelo winning 5 rounds and he had Triple G winning 7 rounds. And I was like, really? But then again, I remember he scored Miguel Cotto and Canelo fight quite differently. He had it very common. I think he had a draw. And personally, I didn't agree with that in a respectful manner. I don't agree with that. I feel like Canelo landed the better punches in the Miguel Cotto fight as well. And, it kind of was reminiscent to the Miguel Cotto fight in that sense that Miguel Cotto had the higher work rate and, all that stuff. But, at the same time, Triple G did better in terms of applying more pressure and making Canelo go backwards. But again, it's about Canelo was catching him with loads of shots and body shots that loads of people don't score, man. Loads of hard body shots. I don't remember Triple G throwing any amount of body shots. And Triple G was thinking twice before coming forward. Twice, it was crazy. The one thing I must say, right? Canelo was gassed out. He was. The only thing I was surprised about was the fact that Canelo was loading up on every single shot. It was fast loaded shot, but I expected that from Triple G. But Triple G was kind of boxing him. Again, he was boxing him well, but I was surprised with the fact that Canelo was loading up on every single shot, and that's why I kind of feel like he got tired. They're saying there's a rematch. I'm okay with a draw, but honestly, I really feel strongly that Canelo should have won, or it's a draw. I don't see Triple G winning the fight. That'd be crazy in boxing if a guy who's not landing the better shots for most part is winning the fight. That's crazy. Canelo, he beat him. Canelo beat him not easily, but it was close, but convincing at the same time, if that makes sense. And that I've noticed that about Canelo as well with a few other fights, against Khan. People thought Khan won. A lot of people thought Khan won first 5 rounds. The Most people, I feel like, thought Khan won the first 4 rounds, and I felt like that at the first time as well. But you go watch the fight again, and I feel like Khan won probably 3 rounds, not 4. And I don't really have a problem with the, because keep in mind I'm a Khan fan, so no one's gonna come out and say that, oh, you're biased against Amir Khan and all that. I'm a huge Khan fan. People see me as a Khan fanboy and all that, but I'm honest. Khan was getting caught, which you see in the first round of the fight, right? He landed a 1-2 on Canelo, and then later on he came in with like a 6-7 punch combo against Canelo. Canelo was backing up, and people looked at that and thought Khan's winning, but Khan didn't land any of those 6-7 shots. Okay, he didn't land any of those 6-7 shots, and while Khan was coming in, like Khan was landing, like he was throwing like 3-4 punch. He was coming in, and Canelo would throw like a one quick jab and catch Khan clean, but Khan would come in with 3-4 punch combo and not catch Canelo with any of them. But people just see the hand speed and they think, oh, Khan's ahead with the, he's backing up Canelo, he's throwing more punches, but that's not how it works. Canelo landed more punches. Go watch the fight again. Just to understand my opinion, go watch the fight again for Khan and Canelo the first couple rounds. Also, it kind of reminded me of Thurman Porter. Porter threw way more punches. He backed up Thurman. It kind of reminded me of Thurman, except that Porter didn't really have that type of power to, he was like, in here, both Triple J and Canelo had power. Porter didn't really have any type of power. He had power, but not like a power puncher. I don't see Porter as a power puncher. But, that's really what I have to say, man. It's like Keith Thurman was landing more punches cleanly. But Porter, I think, out threw him by like 100 punches. But that don't matter, though. Porter did back him up. Porter did all that. He kind of he kept him on the ropes and shit. It's just like smothering his work. But at the end of the day, it's about hit and not get hit. And I feel like Canelo won the fight. He should have won the fight, to be honest. The decision was pretty fair. It was not... the 118-110 was bullshit, but I feel like the decision was pretty fair. I had Canelo winning 7-5, maybe 8-4, but I'm okay with the draw. I did not have Triple G winning the fight. I watched it 5 times. Once muted. And also, the commentators were kind of biased as well. Canelo would catch him with big shots and be like, oh yeah, Triple G took it, nothing really happened to him. And once Triple G got rocked a little bit, he's making excuses of why Triple G got rocked. But when Canelo gets rocked, when Canelo gets hit with a few shots, he acts like as if Canelo's deeply hurt. I mean, I was watching Box Nation, but I don't know what it was like in the States. I reckon it's even worse with HBO. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below. 93 Boxing, I'm out.